So this is my wig. I already styled it. It's on my mannequin. So I'm going to take it off and put it on. I just curled the hair and then we'll fluff it out because y'all know crimps take forever. Oh, it's so pretty. So let me talk to y'all. I don't really have like a topic for talk through, so definitely leave some topics down below because I did see that y'all like the story time type thing, or you know, like talking type hair videos. So give me some ideas of things you want to talk about or whatever. I need to get my hot comb out because we're probably gonna have to press this out, but I think this hair looks really pretty with the crimps. I did see some hair on Instagram that was kind of like highlighted and stuff with crimps, and I was like, I hate doing crimps, they take forever, but I think I'm gonna do that to this unit. So that's what I ended up doing, and I did it like over a 2-day period again because I'm lazy, even though this hair was not as bad to crimp as my other hair. And I will link that video down below if you want to see how I did it because I didn't do a tutorial this time. But I'm just gonna kind of shake it out and stuff. So let me get my hot comb so we can press this out. Okay, so while we're letting that heat up, I'm just gonna tell y'all where the hair is from and show you the box, all of that stuff that it came with. So this is from My First Wig. Their laces are bomb. Like, they always have really thin, natural looking lace. Like, I don't know if y'all can tell, it's kind of like undetectable. And they do come pre-plucked and stuff, but I did pluck it a little bit more. So this is the box. On the inside, the wig comes in this little bag, which I think is super cute to store your wig in. You know, you can always put it up in this little bag, and it just says My First Wigs, quality wigs for beginners. And it's like a little garment bag, like what you put your clothes in, but for your hair. Super cute. So then I have the card that has all of the specs on it. This wig's name is LFW044. The order number is B285. The texture of this hair is silky. The length is 20 inches. The hair color is the same as the picture, which is this highlighted look. The cap size that I have is a cap size 1. The circumference of a cap size 1 is between 21.5 and 22. The cap construction is 6 inches. It's a deep parting line, so you can part the wig very far back compared to most lace wigs. And the lace color on it is light brown, which I feel like it matches really good. I don't feel like I'm gonna need any makeup. Actually, the way that it lays down, I feel like you don't even really have to glue it or gel it down because it just melts in so good. This wig does have an elastic band sewed on the inside and everything. Sorry I didn't show y'all because I already put it on, but I'm just gonna kind of fluff it out. I don't want to loosen it up too much because I don't want to lose the definition of my crimps, because whenever you do crimps, you do want to use hairspray to hold it into place, because if not, it's just a waste of your time, honey. And even with doing the hairspray, it still only lasts a couple of days, especially if you do sleep on it. I usually take mine off if I do crimps. So I'm trying to see if I got my part straight because I kind of just parted it on the mannequin and, you know, went with it like that. So, oh, let me finish telling y'all what's in the box. So I'm so sidetracked. So then also you do get wig caps in here, 2 of them in the nude color, and then you also get this bag with some goodies inside. And also in the box I did get a edge brush, which is great. So it has the little comb on the end and then like the regular brush side, and y'all know I use these all the time. I've never got one from their company, so we will see how well it works. I'll try it out. And I also did get this flyaway tamer, which is great to use like with your hot comb to really flatten everything out, or just to lay down any stray hairs. So we will test this out as well. And then inside of this little bag, super cute, it's like a little makeup bag, you do get instructions, and then you also do get some bobby pins or hair clips or whatever, so you can like secure your wig down more if you want to with that, or you can use it for styling. You also get a rat tail comb with the metal end, and you also get more elastic if you want to sew your own band into the wig. And then you have 2 hair clips that you can use while you're styling your hair. So I feel like this is great because they really give you everything that you need, other than like your curling iron or whatever you're going to use to style it with, you know, in that sense. So I'm going to open up the comb and just make sure I have my part nice and straight now that I have it on my head, because whenever you do it on a mannequin, you can't really tell sometimes. I feel like for the most part it is pretty straight. I just need to flatten everything down. So like that. And then I'm going to open up the edge tamer. Let me kind of zoom y'all in more. So this is the edge tamer, and it's basically a wax stick. It says say goodbye to frizzy hair, and it says that it's an essential product for home and travel because, you know, it's so small. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit kind of like at the base of my roots, if y'all can kind of see what I'm doing. And you don't want to put too much because this is a wax, so it is going to turn into like an oily type product. But it definitely helps to lay down, like when you're using your hot comb or just any flyaways that are sticking up, you can use it to just lay them down. So I just put a little bit on there, and I'm going to use my hot comb to flatten this area down because we don't want our crimps to be sticking up so high in this area. So I'm just going to use it without combing out my crimps. I just want to flatten out this area without having that big hump there. A little bit and put it back here to flatten this area down also. Sometimes you may want to go back in and crimp some pieces, like if it's not looking as good as you want it to. This is the hairspray that I use, so I'm just going to kind of spray it a little bit and re-crimp this section because I don't like how it's laying. And I don't know if y'all can see that smoke, but the flat iron is kind of smoking because we did use the flat iron. The hot comb, because we did use that wax stick, so it's like an oil that's kind of burning off of it. So this is my deep waver or crimper that I used. So I'm just going to take that little section of hair and kind of re-crimp it to redefine it and get it how I want it. So as you can see, you basically just hold it for a while. You may want to count to a certain number in your head until you think that it has set there long enough. And then you're going to go down and crimp the next parts. Like I said, I will link my crimp tutorial down below if anyone wants a step-by-step on how to do crimps. But this kind of is a demo, so I guess you can learn here as well. You just keep going down, if y'all can see. And I kind of push the hair up so that this part stays nice and crimped. Like I don't want to drag it down, like pulling it down where it's gonna cool off and be stretched out. Like I want it to stay nice and crimped, so I kind of push up whenever I'm doing it so everything stays, you know, nice and wavy. I really love this hair, the color of it. Like it's really nice and highlighted. Like you definitely have some brown in there and everything, and you can see like the highlights and the low lights and everything. Like, I know y'all can see that right there. Really pretty. So just kind of want to separate it so it's not looking so crunchy, and you can put some oil or whatever on it if you want to. So I feel like that looks pretty good. So now I'm gonna do some baby hairs to just make the wig complete. I don't know if I want to lay this wig down with the gel, because I really feel like this can be like a glueless wig, especially with this style that I am doing, because the sides don't really matter. But of course, if your sides are going to be exposed or you're doing a ponytail, you definitely want to go ahead and gel or glue it down. But like with the middle part, the way that this wig is sitting is nice and snug. It's not going anywhere. You don't really have to, but for added security, you can. So I'm going to open up the edge brush, and I'm going to lay the baby hairs without gelling it down. So we're going to do this wig glueless today. I don't think we've ever done that before. So I have an eyebrow razor, some mousse, and my little edge brush that they provided. So with the baby hairs that are right here in the front, I'm going to trim them down. First, I'm going to part it off, the baby hairs that I want to use. I'm not going to go all the way over because you're not going to be able to see that anyway. So I'm just going to take a clip and kind of clip this back, and you can kind of see my hair peeking out, but it's okay because that's not going to show anyways. But I'm just going to go ahead and trim off this bit of baby hairs. And if you don't know how short to cut them, definitely cut them longer at first. And then if you see that they need more cutting, then you can go in and cut more. I'm going to take my mousse, and I always take my little brush and I just put a little bit on there like so. And then I'm going to take this and swoop it. And sometimes for the initial lay, I do like to use some gel because the hair has not been molded. So you can see how it's kind of just moving and kind of like doing its own thing. It doesn't really want to lay. Sometimes I will go in with some gel as well to kind of really help it to slick down because it's the first time that I'm molding it. You can also use some hairspray, gel, whatever you want to use. Even edge control if that's your thing. I don't really use edge control whenever I'm doing lace wigs because it is more oily. So I'm just going to take a little bit of Eco Styling gel and just put that on there because it definitely holds the hair down into place more than the mousse does, especially on the initial use. So you can see it already lays. It laid down. It laid down. And I really need to refill my little gel thing because it's pretty empty. Y'all know I put me some gel in a little travel thing so I don't have to get that big container out all the time. And I feel like the baby hairs look really natural as well, especially that second one. Let me just thin this first one out a little because it's a bit much. This one looks good though, so natural. So if y'all can see, it looks super natural. They're very thin. And this wig was already plucked, but I did go in and pluck it just a little bit more. It did not take me long at all, and it was already pretty much laid and looking good. So I'm just kind of smoothing that out so everything kind of flows together. I feel like this little piece kind of needs to be re-crimped because it is kind of messy looking. So I'm going to re-crimp it. I don't know what's going on with that light. So This is how it looks. Really pretty. Really, really pretty. So I'm gonna do this side and I'll be right back. Okay, dolls, so I am back and this is the completed look. I think it looks so good, especially to say I did not even glue or gel it down. So I wanted to show y'all a little bit more how this works again, because I can see some flyaways sticking out right here. Let me zoom you in so you can see. I don't know if y'all can see, but it's like some flyaways. So you just put this on there and kind of rub it in, or anywhere wherever you see some flyaways, you can kind of rub it in or brush it in, comb it into the hair, and they disappear. So good to put some here. So it definitely just polishes your look. But you don't want to put too much because you don't want it to weigh the hair down, because like I said, it is kind of like an oil-based type product. So this is the hair and how it turned out. I think it came out super cute. It's definitely give me like Beyonce type vibes, because this is totally her type of hair color. I say that every time I do anything that's like honey blonde, but I really love it because it has like really nice highlights and lowlights. Like you can definitely see a highlight right there, and then some parts are more gold and some parts are more blonde. Super cute. I think it goes really good with the makeup and everything I did today as well. So yeah, this is this hair. I just wanted to come and showcase it for you and show you how I did it. I am going to show up so y'all can show up. I am going to stand up so y'all can see how it comes on me. This is 20 inches. Hair is 20 inches and this is how it falls on me. It still comes like right on top of my butt, and it has crimps in it, so I think that's really good. It's really pretty. The hair is pretty full. It doesn't tell me on here what the density of it is. I will put everything down below for you dolls if you are interested in anything about this wig, as well as the link and where you can check it out at. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This was super easy. Let me know if y'all want more glueless type videos, because there's definitely a way that you can do this all the time yourself with a little easy method. So let me know if y'all want, you know, more videos like that, or you want to see how you can make other wigs that you own glueless and stuff like that, and give me topics to talk about in these types of videos. And yeah, most stuff coming. Thank y'all for watching. I love y'all. Bye, dolls.